That was my first real anime, was Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my goodness, what's happening? What is happening?
He did the thing!
Goku Black just wrecking shop. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to PlayStation Underground. On today's show, we are playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is out now on PS4. I am one of your hosts, Ryan, also joined by Sid and Justin. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello. Why, hello there.
Sid, your commentary right now, but then you're going to take the reins later. Right now, Justin
Sid's
are
got
going to
winner.
start.
So you pick, I'll counter pick.
Okay.
So since you picked Krillin, I'll go with Android 18, obviously.
You have no strategy to that, do you?
Yeah, because they were romantically involved later in Dragon Ball
Z. I have to a couple confessions I have to make. I've never really watched Dragon Ball.
Okay.
And I've not yet seen this game in action, although I've heard.
I'm so excited.
I know. I've heard really, really good things about it. So everything you are about to hear from me is completely authentic first impressions.
Authentic, off the cuff, the most dangerous type of Sid possible. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this game has been getting major kudos. We were doing random? I wanted to go to the islands.
All right.
The islands.
The islands.
Let's blow up these islands.
The three of us, probably the least qualified Dragon Ball fighters around.
We're not good.
Speak for yourself.
I, at least, am passionate, and I have assembled the all-bald team specifically to coordinate, to channel my own shaved head into a fighting energy.
That means you can't go Super Saiyan.
No, this is Arc System Works, right?
Yeah, so developed by Arc System Works. I have been... Oh, man. Yeah, Krillin, what's up?
Wow.
I have been a long-time fan of Arc System Works, so it is awesome to just see them rocking and rolling in... I would say making a lot of headlines, Sid. This game is getting a lot of buzz. The community has embraced... Oh, hi, Justin.
Hi. Hey, man, I'm not waiting up.
So I am player one, Justin's player two, and I guess we're just going to go for it.
Awesome animation in this.
Yeah. Arc System Works, true masters of what they do here. Oh, am I at a... Oh, okay, I can't fire any more projectiles there. Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, yep.
So there are like crazy combos you can do in this game, but I don't know how to do them. Sorry.
Yeah, and I mean, so Justin and I are just kind of gonna wing it here and have fun. But I was doing a little training over the weekend, and this game seems like a great mix of being approachable but having a lot of depth to it.
Always good.
Yeah, definitely. And I am just realizing right now that it is very hard to play and talk at the same time.
You leave that to me.
Yeah, thanks, Sid. Sid, what is your initial reaction, and what have you kind of made of the mainstream appeal that this game has garnered recently?
Well, having Arc System Works, Guilty Gear, all those games, I mean, that's
Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue, absolutely natural choice for this game. And I mean, we're seeing... This is like the most convincing recreation of like a 2D animated or anime style game that I think I've ever seen.
It's just so beautiful. Even when I'm getting my butt kicked, it looks so good.
And I love that there's these
Except I think you're definitely winning right now.
There's little details about the animation too, like it's super fluid, smooth, but then they have that kind of...
Oh, God, something's happening. Something's up.
This stuff is great.
Oh.
They really nail the feel of the show, which is impressive. In a fighter like this. So anyway,
Gohan versus Piccolo.
Certainly looks great.
Oh, careful.
I think you're gonna block that, right? Yep. Nice. Nice.
Easy to see why people are talking so much about this one. Now, how would you compare the fighting style, Ryan? Like, is it
so
closer to Street Fighter? Is it like a Marvel?
Good question, Sid. Thank you. Look at this. It's like you're a pro interviewer.
Yeah.
You are all over it. So this game is basically, let me give you the absolute basics. It's a light, medium, heavy setup on square, triangle, circle by default. And then you have X as your kind of projectile. And that seems to be mostly universal across all the fighters, which is great. Because that lets you kind of have some consistency across all the different characters, right? I love these transitions.
This is awesome.
Now I got my boy Krillin here.
Look at Krillin kicking
Krillins just looking good. Looking real.
Oh,
I'm so glad I blocked that.
Oh, come on.
So, all right, last one. Ooh, here she comes. Android 18 is the business. Then you oh, goodness.
I missed.
Whiffed. And then,
Oh,
yeah, like I said,
okay.
you have a lot of these special moves, too, are also consistent across the fighters. So it's going to be a lot of your quarter circle moves, a lot of your, you know, and it's actually really nice because it's kind of, I don't want to say simple because obviously there's a finesse to this that we are not really showing well, but KO!
There's plenty of finesse. You know, I think
right, Sid swapping out.
The accessibility, I think, you know, the difficulty of actually performing the moves is, I think, the fact that they keep it pretty simple. Mortal Kombat's had a lot of success with that. Street Fighter V's had a lot of success with that. It seems to definitely be in vogue for fighting games, and it's in vogue. It's something that in the old days, fighting games tended to have these really complex, like button tapping combinations. You know, even like a Shoryuken used to really drive people crazy trying to perfect that. I don't know who any of these characters are, really.
You remember?
That's fine.
Well,
Just
you
pick
could
the ones
choose
that look
random.
cool.
Oh, yeah. Actually, wait, Sid, walk me through, like, tell me what you think. Look, who's the coolest person on
this
this
guy
screen?
looks pretty cool. He's got a tongue on his head.
Okay, Kid Boo.
Let's go with that. That looks pretty
All right.
cool.
Yep, okay.
I like the ooh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so far you're definitely sticking in the Boo family.
Let's go pink.
Okay.
Anybody
All
with
pink.
All right,
Yeah.
so we got a lot of pink, a pink theme here. And then where do you want to go, Sid? Your choice.
Let's go to Wasteland.
Wasteland.
That looks very Dragon Ball to me.
Wasteland. Auto.
So yeah, this game is like super accessible. You can kind of get away with coming in and being a button masher, and you can pull off some cool looking stuff. But there is a lot of depth to the fighting system as well.
I'm sure we're going to see some of that because this is scheduled for Evo now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this is going to be at Evo.
All right.
That's crazy.
So, and the nice thing about what you guys are saying with it's approachable but there's depth is that it's a lot about positioning. This game is a lot about, you know, deciding when and where to dash, what type of dash to do, if you should teleport behind your opponent, blocking, you know, mixing up your combos. Oh, that's just like Sid in the morning.
Yeah, that's,
That's how you wake up every morning. There's a lot there. So, for example, Sid, let me just show you. I'm not going to attack you right now. We have unlimited time. Don't worry. But there's like two types of dashes. There's this quick dash that kind of leads into an automatic combo. And then there's this longer form dash. Sorry, that did do a little damage. You can get a free hit in.
Sid, hold a square and X.
Square and X together. That's your charge up. That's your key charge. Let's just do it.
I'm at maximum power.
Yeah, and then Sid, so square, triangle, circle is your light, medium, heavy, and then X is your long range. You got switch out your two other characters in your team with L1 and L2. Hold it down, tap it to summon them, and hold it down to get them actually swapped in. This Majin Buu is just amazing.
And Sid, I'm
Look
not
at those
sure.
beautiful
I'm
pants.
not sure if this is consistent for all characters, but from what I've seen, the standard command for your 3-bar crazy super move is quarter circle back, and then square and triangle at the same time.
It looks like I know what I'm doing here. I like how they do the
you got it.
projectiles.
Someone do a crazy super move.
You want me to? All right,
Yeah.
I'll try.
Oh!
I missed! Whiffed on that. By the way, that's like the best thing to whiff with is that little character just flying through. Oh, yeah. You know what? I should probably actually focus now.
Oh.
Down. So don't forget, you can swap out your
Right.
character so that you don't lose them.
Sid, do a quarter circle back and then hit square and triangle at the same time.
Oof. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Give me that disc.
Oh.
Let me see that disc.
Oh. You're wrecking
Thrilling
me.
battle. Ryan's been practicing.
Yeah, well, I mean, practicing like I did the tutorials. Oof.
Kablamo.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I got to get the hell out of here.
Oh, leave me alone.
Ryan, did you watch
Bam.
Dragon Ball when you were younger?
I did a little bit. So I actually have fond memories of the original Dragon Ball.
Oh.
Then kind of caught some of Dragon Ball Z. Never got into it as much as other. So like there are some people, bless their hearts, that just live and breathe Dragon Ball, and I think that's awesome. It just seems like it. I mean, it really does have a lot of mainstream appeal, especially in the early anime days in the U.S.
That was my first real anime was Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my goodness, what's happening? What is happening?
He did the thing.
Goku Black just
Dang.
wrecking shop. Can you wreck shop? Can you wreck your own shop? That's the question that I want to know. Hiya!
Cheater. My controller didn't work right. Some sort of latency.
Right. You guys want to swap out?
Sure.
All right, so now I will become...
You didn't end with the destructive finish, though, so it doesn't really count.
I know. That doesn't count. That's right.
So I think Sid wins that one by 3
Now Justin is taking over player 1. Sid is going to be player 2. We're going to... You guys can do character selection or whatever.
Yeah. All right. Who's ready?
Thank you. Next match.
Let's see. I want to be Trunks. I'm going to be Trunks. Trunks is cool.
So Trunks brings a sword into battle?
Yeah, why not?
That doesn't seem fair, right?
Yeah, Goku, why not? Let's just do the whole Saiyan
Almost everyone
else. Are we Vegeta mirror match here for third slot? Let's do it.
Everyone else is basically hand-to-hand combat, and then Trunks decides, I'm going to bring a bladed weapon into this ring. I don't know about that.
There are no rules against bringing a bladed weapon into the tournament.
Who makes the rules, Justin?
I don't know.
It's
clearly nobody.
It's the age-old question. It's like Yoshimitsu and Tekken. It never made sense. He's the one guy with a sword.
The one guy.
Like, why wouldn't everyone just bring guns?
Was he?
I mean, at that point.
Just bring a bunch of weapons.
I mean, he's got a sword.
To a fist fight.
You're ignoring the honor of the battlefield. I love when the characters actually respond to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, this animation is like out of control.
It's out of control, right? It's ridiculous. I mean,
and it gets the
poor sweet Yamcha looking to take on Trunks.
It's not too smooth either. It's got that sort of like almost jerky quality that the show does.
They actually try and mimic that sort of sprite style. It's like a sprite style system, but using those 3D models. It's amazing. Like I said, I've been a fan of Arc System Works for years.
Whoa. Bam, bam. Devastating.
Beautiful.
Devastating.
You'll also notice, folks, if you haven't seen a lot of this game before, as you execute combos, you'll be unlocking the Dragon Balls on the bottom mid of the screen.
Yeah, what do those do?
Once you collect all of them,
you can make a wish.
You make a wish.
How do you swap out again?
you make hold down L1 or L2. So and it's L1 is the character below your health bar, and L2 is the character.
Oh, I see.
On second
Get him.
down.
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, here we go.
This is crazy.
Just don't worry about it. Just blew up that whole
totally
area.
fine. I can.
Everybody's set. Everybody's okay.
Oh, I got a weird color loadout for Vegeta here.
Oh, well, we can't all be the original. Can't all be OG Vegeta.
I'm going to earn my place as the original Vegeta.
The original Vegeta.
That was cool.
Yeah, it's been fun to see the fighting game community rally around this game, though. Really. Oh, blocked.
Oh, he blocked it.
Blocked. Get in there, Sid. Sid, switch out. Switch out. Don't forget you can switch out. You have to hold the button down to switch. Oh, God.
I'm struggling a bit with the switching.
You're struggling.
Just hold L1 or L2.
Wait, hold on. Let your character. Okay, now you're good. Now hold L1.
There you go.
There you're
okay.
in. You got it.
Takes a little rhythm. Can't just mash it.
Got to be careful with that one. Yeah, the switch is vital to the strategy of the overall combat. Much like other team-based style fighting games, managing your team's health, your team's loadout, the different style characters that they are, all those are considerations that I have absolutely no idea about because I only played this twice. But I bring in the passion, Sid, the enthusiasm.
Oh, I see that.
Oh,
I reflected you.
Also, guys, mix it up a little bit. Besides your 2 dashes, Sid, which you have on R1 and R2, depending, you also, if you press triangle and circle simultaneously, you will teleport behind the other character.
Oh, nice.
So that is the sort of third main movement mechanic that you have besides the 2 dashes.
I am way outmatched here.
Yeah!
Oh, that was rad.
Oh!
Get him! Yeah! Destructive finish!
Wish I could do all this cool stuff.
Destructive finish.
There we go. So that means I'm the best player here because I did a destructive finish.
I mean, I wasn't even playing, and I also won the last match. So
cool.
Don't you throw that around. Don't you throw that around flippantly.
That was fun.
Well,
and we're earning our coworker some Zenny, Major Zenny, for his account.
You're right up there with your dad. His dad is Vegeta.
Which is the first game that Zenny appeared in?
Oh my gosh.
Don't do
Careful
this.
if you quote this, we're going to have to go and check you later. Are you sure you know it for sure?
Zenny is a
Zenny
popular
has been
tradition.
in a whole lot
of
of video
Capcom
games.
games. I was actually looked it up earlier
Right.
on.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
It has like a. Here, you take it.
Okay.
I'm terrible at this game.
I'll be.
Yeah, but like you're having
16.
fun, and that's the most important.
That's what
thing.
it's all about.
Yeah.
You guys are just too good.
Sorry, everyone.
Napa.
I'm sticking with my all bald team. I think
Copy
that
video.
I'm the best at it.
I'm gonna be
No-
this
no one
team
can
of
vanquish me.
really bad characters.
Really bad. Well, like evil.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I just think they're goofy, silly characters.
Goofy in the best way. Where were we before?
What's the one on the left? Cavern. Do Cavern.
Cavern.
That looks fun.
The most dramatic fights happen in caverns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's. I can't really argue with that.
Captain Ginyu.
So he has a move. I'm not sure how to do it, but you can actually switch places with the other character.
Oh. Do you
Because that's what he does on the
want
anime.
to look at the move list?
Nah, it's okay. I don't
You
need to
look-
look at no move list.
Look at that move list.
Okay, I'll look at the move
Only
list.
pros look at move lists.
Let's take a look at the move list. That'll be
see.
fun for the show, too. We'll see what move lists look like.
Look at Krillin. Whoopsie daisy. I like how the two other people on the team are just standing there, like gritting their teeth. Oh. Oh. Look at that earring. Looks good. Oh my
Man, look at
God,
that
he's
size
huge.
difference.
Jeez, come on, are you kidding me?
Wait,
Wait,
how
hold
do
on. I don't even
yeah.
come up to your belt.
So look at that. You can't just, to prevent accidentally pausing the game, you have to hold options to pull up the.
That's a nice
very
touch.
Smart. I
Yeah.
like that.
Special move list. Okay. Oh wait, I want Ginyu. Here we
So,
go.
Sid, this is what I'm talking
Body
about. Look
change.
at how like streamlined this move
Yeah.
list is. And it's amazing they have like little tips at the bottom of the screen. I mean, really the developers have thought of everything to make this as approachable as possible. Which
Fascinating.
Is great.
Okay, I'm going straight to Ginyu.
Okay. Oh, all right. I
Oh,
guess we're
wrong.
going.
Wrong, but.
I think I was reading that Android 16 is super, super strong in this game.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I think I read that same article actually. Sid, you and I, so much alike.
I
So,
brought on the whole
here,
Ginyu force.
wait, real quick. Stop, Justin. Time out. Look at this.
Let me do my thing.
I can throw these little beans or rocks.
Oh, are those senzu beans? No, that's
and
it's just a rock, right?
And I don't understand really what
Is
this
it-
move
here, hit me
does.
with it.
It doesn't do
just
a lot of.
annoys me.
It doesn't do a lot of damage.
Maybe it's a setup. It's like a little stun, so you can go into a
yeah, I
combo.
mean it must be because I can throw them at different distances. ooh. All right, you know what? Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. All right, now it's the real deal. Oof. Nice job. Nice. Let's go. Into the air we go.
Oh, God.
Go Piccolo. Power of the aerial combo. Oh, boy.
Oh, no. I missed. Oh, I didn't get to do the body swap.
Down. Here he comes. Kablam.
I should have swapped out. Nappa, get out of here.
Oh, wait.
Look at this guy.
I don't know. Nappa, he's a handsome fella.
You guys are pulling off some
You need
massive
to-
combos
No,
here.
that's Ryan pulling off the massive combos.
Oof, right in the gut. I walked right. Oh my God, he's spitting giant energy at me. I don't like it. And there's
As you
this little
do.
green man attacking me. What's happening?
The Cyberman?
I need to get
That's who
the
that is.
heck out of here. Oh, I was
Down.
trying. I was
Just a
holding down.
Straight punch to the face.
I was just standing there like, I think this will work out well for me.
Ugh. Go.
Oof.
Nope.
Whiffing it.
Block,
I'm whiffing
block.
it.
Oh!
Got it.
Oh,
what? What's up?
Get outta
What's
here.
up? Keeping you
Get
on your
outta here.
toes, buddy.
little
Keeping
little
you on
grab
your
move there.
toes.
Thwarted.
Oof. I think I threw a bean at you at some point
Yeah.
during that.
I saw that. What is that? What? Oh, I'm planting the Cyberman. I get it.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Dig it. I think you got this one.
We'll
Unless
see.
Krillin can turn it around.
Krillin is the secret MVP of the Dragon Ball universe.
Well, not today.
Oh, what? I blocked it. Oh,
Whoa. Crazy special effects in this.
Oh, you're just charging up, just taking that time to charge?
Yeah, I want to try and get a destructive finish.
That's greedy.
My my pride will be my undoing.
I don't know. You're really close. Oh, I think this is
there
it.
we go.
I think this is it. Whoa!
Awesome.
And Kron's dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is out now on PS4.
That's Fighters with a Z, a
FighterZ
capital Z.
with a capital Z. Justin, Sid, thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. And until next time, folks, we will see you on PlayStation Underground.
PlayStation